Welcome to the final episode of Indie Fighting Game Month, a series I've been doing throughout the month of April where I spotlight a different indie fighting game every Saturday. In this episode, I'll be taking a look at a game that's been on my radar for quite some time now. After just a few minutes with its demo, I can already tell that Arcus Chroma is my kind of fighting game. What matters most to me in a fighting game is the combo system. How conducive is your game to letting me do cool stuff that makes me feel powerful? The easier it is, the better. It's the reason I love Tekken and Virtua Fighter, and games with chain cancel systems like Guilty Gear and Marvel. And also the reason I can't get into Street Fighter. Spend a minute in Arcus Chroma's training mode just pressing buttons, and you'll walk your way into a 5-hit combo purely by accident. Spend another 5 or 10 minutes, and you'll quickly figure out that one of the game's defensive mechanics can also be used as a combo extender. Burst mechanics are relatively common in fighting games, allowing the person being comboed to break out of the combo and reset the field. They're primarily used as defensive mechanics. But in Arcus Chroma, it also serves the function of Guilty Gear's Roman cancel by allowing you to break out of your current move and go into something else. Doing a burst mid-move will throw your opponent into the air and let you continue juggling them. Juggling is the only time you'll see the characters going airborne, because you can't jump in Arcus Chroma. This is a ground-based, quick-hitting game, and they get around the limitations caused by the lack of jumping in a really seamless way. To go along with the game's 3 attack buttons, there's also a sidestep button that lets you quickly change sides with your opponent. There's one area in particular that this mechanic helps greatly, and that's round start. Arcus Chroma has an active round start, as opposed to the stagnant neutral start that you see in most fighting games. The problem with most active starts is that most of them devolve into hold forward so I don't give up the corner, even if that isn't ideal for your character, because being in the corner is worse than being out of position anywhere else. One game where this isn't much of an issue is Melty Blood, where players can jump around and jockey for screen real estate before the match begins. But jumping isn't an option here. So by being able to dash and sidestep during round start, Arcus Chroma creates a frenetic pace from the very beginning where each player isn't stuck just holding forward. That frenetic pace is what the game's all about. You can't jump, but you can move around the screen really fast and find new opportunities by using the sidestep to create grounded cross-ups all over the place. The sidestep also takes away the power of the corner. Most of the time, having your back to the corner in a fighting game is very, very bad, and also difficult to get out of. Getting their opponent stuck in the corner is what the vast majority of fighting game characters are trying to accomplish. But the sidestep turns that precious screen position into fool's gold, as a well-timed sidestep can turn the tables on your opponent in an instant. The game's mechanics naturally push you toward playing out in the open with a lot of movement. You're almost never stuck in a bad position because you always have the option of slithering your way out. All of this is to say, I really enjoy how the game feels to play. But that's not everything. Looks and sound design and all those other things matter a lot too, and Arcus Chroma nails them. I love the game's pixel graphics. They look incredibly smooth in motion. There's a satisfying snap to all the moves visually, and the sound design does a great job reinforcing it. The music plays into it too. It's bouncy and upbeat and makes you want to move. All of this gives off the impression of a game that knows exactly what it wants to be, and is constructing everything to be in service of that identity. I am extremely excited to see what comes of Arcus Chroma. I wrote this video by playing its demo, so by the time the full game comes out, there's likely going to be a lot more to love about this unique gem of a fighting game.